And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dialar's Tactics. Today is Monday morning. I'm actually recording this on a Monday morning because I am off work today. And this is my round table discussion. This is my Monday morning video about basically the state of the game, what happened in the game last week, what's going to happen in the game the week going forward. And then we kind of talk about my account, yada, 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 yada. You guys have been here before. This is the casual, just like, let's chill and talk about King Arthur video. Okay, let's do it. And I do have a kind of like a cool little video to show with you guys later. This week has been like a whipsaw. I think that's the correct term. It's just been, we went from the depths of negative sentiment revolving around this game, partially fueled by people like me. You know, we did have Loki Magix leave. He's not left the game. He's still playing. I don't know if he made it clear in that video, and he DM'd me. He said he was still going to play the game. He just wasn't going to cover the game anymore. So I don't think he's gone, unless, you know, Loki, you can correct me if you see this video. Are you gone, or are you just gone from YouTube gone? So we went from all of that to then we finally got the roadmap, and I did kind of April Fools you guys on the roadmap, and then they gave it to us like 2 days later. We did get a roadmap. Now there has been a significant amount of backlash about the roadmap, which is odd, given that people are saying that it is a knee-jerk reaction to the exodus of players, to the player sentiment, and that given that there's no timeline for release, that it doesn't mean anything. Well, I kind of going to push back a little bit on that, because one of the other mobile games that came out recently, the new DC game, Dark Legion, they also put out a roadmap, which was basically the exact same thing that we got from King Arthur Legends Rise. Just game modes upcoming, no dates, subject to change. Here it is. Now, one thing we got to take from history, from precedent that Netmarble has given us, is once they kind of announce a thing, usually that's already been in development, and we get it fairly quickly after it's been announced. Now, obviously, they must have these game modes somewhat in development because they had a month off. They had a lot of time to get stuff done. And I think they just wanted to let us know, or they wanted to just kind of cue us or quiz us on what we actually want first. I've seen some criticism saying that the co-op mode isn't going to work because there's not enough players left in the game to do co-op mode. We'll see. But we went from the depths of despair to hope to the community. If you look at all the Discord channels, has kind of slid back into negativity mode. And I think that that's going to compound as we go into next week, which is the King Arthur Dead Week. It is the Dead Week where there's nothing to do in the game, absolutely nothing to do in the game, and we tend to lose a lot of players in that little span. So that's quite the intro, huh? Let's start talking about the game. So one thing I briefly want to mention is all these gear packs. So I have not purchased any of these gear packs, but I know a lot of people that have. I saw that Zeppelin covered them. Like, these are pretty incredible. I didn't realize that there was 40 pieces. So if you wanted 46 star pieces of gear, and it's a selector too. So this little check mark, I don't know if this was always here. I could have missed it, but this little check mark means it's a selector. You can select the piece, but you can't select the stat. So if you ever, like, these are actually quite good, given that it's 4 crystals. Now, that's a lot of crystals for a free-to-play player. I totally understand, but 6-star counter gear, 40 pieces of it, like, that's kind of nuts. If you ever needed Vigor gear, this is nuts. So they are continuing the habit of putting out very good deals in crystal packs, because it almost looks like they're trying to shift our spending habits into buying crystals. Now, buying crystals is really, really expensive in this game. Every once in a while, you will get a deal for 20,000 crystals for, I think it's like $70 my currency, $50 US. Those are fantastic deals, because if we just go and look in their store, So it's not that. Actually, no, it is this one. Where is it? Where is it? Packages, crystals. So 20,000 crystals. Where do we got? The highest it goes in the store is 4,300 crystals. You get this bonus the first time. As you can see, I've never purchased any crystals in game. So $140 Canadian for 8,000 crystals. That is stupid. That is really, really stupid. Don't ever buy that. Wait a second, I'm going to adjust my camera and realize, there we go. Okay, don't ever buy that. But every once in a while, they do have a really good pack for crystals come up in the pop-up offers. If it's advertised, I don't really notice. Like, look at this. Like, there's 4,300 crystals. There's that $140 price tag. You can kind of see how they value crystals. Let's just go looking. Let's go look for strictly crystal offers. There's half that. You know, it's funny that they're selling that now. It's really funny that they're selling that now for money. This is bad. Bad. But, you know, if anyone was coming into the game and they wanted that Serpent team right away, that's definitely an option for them. But I do not think the crystal offer is up. Yeah, it seems like every time they give you that 4,300, you're getting that $140 price tag. So every once in a while, that 20,000 crystal pop-up offer shows up for cheap, and that is for people to spend in this game. It's probably already a must-buy, but it's quite attractive if they're going to keep giving out these really, really cheap gear or these offers for endgame materials for crystals. Now, that's all I want to talk about in the packs. After Brennan, you can see, you know, I am not, people think I'm a Kraken. I am not a Kraken. I do not spend an exorbitant amount of money in this game. I spend a percentage of what I get from YouTube revenue, right? I'm trying to actually make money on this game. And I'm down to 11,000 crystals. At one point, I was up around 100,000, but then I was a sucker, and I bought the Ceres 25,000 crystal for her Flame Relic. I have since pulled her Flame Relic twice in just normal summoning. So, yeah, they got me on that one. But I've somewhat, for me, who is just like a dolphin spender, I'm going to call myself a dolphin. Orca, maybe. Definitely not a whale, definitely not a Kraken. They've definitely got me down to a low crystal count. You know, 10,000 crystals is kind of getting down there. And what do I got left for materials here? I got 20 of these left, and I got 19 Lego memory stones left. So you guys have seen the pictures of like Loki Magics, and there are other people I've seen in game. They have like hundreds of these, right? But you know, you got to keep in mind, those are the Krakens that are spending thousands of dollars. For me, who's like a dolphin orca, I am almost out of all of those resources. I've spent a lot of stamina in the last little bit. I got one relic selector left. I don't know who I'm saving that for, but I'm saving it. But I don't even have enough for one chivalry for the Lego memory stones. So, resources depleted. We'll see. We're probably going to get a new Bull's Favor hero in a week and a half's time to complement out that Bull's team, given the fact that we got... basically, we got Gilroy and Brennan, who synergize really well together. Obviously, Brennan is kind of plug and play. He's the new hero. We're going to talk about him in a little bit. But they're definitely trying to build out that team. You know, they built out the Serpent team. Now they're building out that Bull team. And I'm expecting a really hard-hitting DPS or a support. Likely a support, because they did try to make Gilroy a attacker. Well, let's just dive into that now. Okay, so this week we got the introduction of a new hero after not having one for a month's time. That was peak depression for the game. Everyone thought the game, and you can't argue against that being a huge red flag. I've said it in multiple videos. Not having or skipping 2 hero release cycles for a month, when new hero release cycles are the primary revenue driver for a mobile game, that is telling. That is them foregoing revenue. Now, for the people that had 1 million resources after the 100-day celebration, yes, they're not going to get the revenue off the people that would regularly spending on those. So The theory is that they're trying to get people to spend all that hoard, even though it's going to take a long time until they start giving out new heroes. But we got him, and he's really, really good. He is really, really good. I have a couple of videos on him. He definitely broke the PvP meta, and he's very useful in PvE as well. And then they did give us, pardon me, the Gilroy banner. Gilroy is definitely better now. They did try to make him more of a damage dealer, and he does work. He's definitely usable. I have used him more in this last, 4 days than I used him since launch. He is decent. He's actually fun to use in a PvP team. Watch, I bet you I still have him queued up as my offensive team. I do. And he's working in PvP on offense. It's really kind of funny to watch. But now it's funny because now I kind of want to put more chivalries into him. So they are pushing this Bulls team. I'm assuming that since Gilroy they look at him as a damage dealer, but he's not a great damage dealer. He's really not. I think we're going to get a support next because we're all using Nika on this team. So if they give us a Bull support like Nika, and Nika does have direct synergies with the Serpent faction. She gives stuff to Serpents that she doesn't give to anyone else. But if they can give us another support with that extra, that makes it so that every hero that you put them on a team with gets that extra 2 vigor instead of 1, like Nika, which is why she's so valuable. If they give us that, but then load her up with Bull favor synergies, I think that'll be really, really cool. Because then it'll be Brennan, Gilroy, the new support, and then that leaves them that room for that one other just monster damage dealer. Although Brennan is a defensive unit, Gilroy is an attacker. If we get a support, it's likely we wouldn't get another DPS. It's likely we'll get a control unit to fill that gap. So that's probably what's going to happen, but I think a support is going to come next. So Gilroy, Brennan, they're new to the game. Now let's talk about the events that also came out this week. So here's a public service announcement to everyone still playing the game. In one of my videos, I said for this right there, that Clan War Group Mission event, it is now claimable. You can now claim all this stuff, but you only have 1 day and 7 hours left. So you only have 2 days to claim all this. So please, 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 please go claim all these rewards because there is some decent stuff here. There's 10 rate up summons, 300 crystals, and then just some pulls. But still, 10 rate up summons, that's a free 10 pull on the next upcoming banner. So please, please, please go collect all those resources. We still have the April Fool's event that is ongoing for 1 more day, or one and a half days at the time of this recording. Raid Bounty Gorgos, I didn't try, as you see, like at 8,000. I am not spending all that time in Gorgos for basically these. Yes, these are good, but this currency for relics, we are inundated with relic pulls, and until they fix the issue where you're pulling mainly the base hero relics, until they fix that issue, it has de-incentivized me to pull on relics. So this stuff, this currency, really means nothing to me. This stuff is okay, but given it's so RNG to get the right primary stats on keepsakes, I am also decentivized to go for this. So I have no incentive. How many times have I said a derivative of the word incentive in the last 10 seconds? I have no motivation to go and push really hard in these raid bounty events anymore. I will do them up until I get all of this, like the free stuff, like the stamina, and then this currency, but I am not pushing very hard in this event. But this event's only up for 1 more day. And then we got the Arena Challenge 1. That one should have been really easy if everyone was playing Gorgos. The Brennan Mission event is ongoing for another week. The Stamina Consumption event, which is just giving you some free stuff. Everyone should have easily got that. That's ongoing for another day. The Brennan Power Up event. Okay. Let's talk about this one briefly. So this is still ongoing for another, 8 days. So there's a couple things. So they want you to, they will give you a free copy of Brennan. But basically, what we've determined is they want you to pull on his banner. So you can max out his relic. You can max out his passives. You don't have to, but in order to get this free copy, you have to pull from summons 4 copies of him, and then you get the 5th one free. So once you get him up to C4, you see mine is C5. Once you get him up to C4, that is when it pushed me over the top, and I was able to get that 5th copy. Let's go to my Brennan real quick here. Show you exactly where he is in the developmental process. So he is level 60, 6-star awakened. You see on his relic, he is pretty much all skilled out on his relic, minus his S1, which I'm not going to skill out. And then his passives, I've got what? I've got 1, 2, 3. I've only put 3 passive upgrades into his passives, and that, all of that, and getting him up to C4 was enough for them to, for me to get enough points to get that C5, which you really, really, really want to push to the C5 if you want to use him. It's perfect. It's thank you, Netmarble, for not putting anything on the C8, although I would say that this stuff is all really good as well. But C5 is where he becomes, you get the most bang for your buck out of Brennan. So that's just talking about that event. So a lot of people, you cannot reset him. I've seen that conversation. It has been tested. You cannot reset him to level him up more, like this one right here, this level up Brennan. You can't do it. It doesn't work, so don't reset him. You're not going to get anything out of it. The event, this is nothing. This is nothing. This is just test skills. The Brennan event dungeon. As you see, I did put out a video on this. I was able to complete both of these fairly easily. I farmed up the event until I got this much stuff. So I got the legendary tome selectors. I did get all of the relics, which is, I think in my video I said don't do it. It's not necessary. I did get all of the legendary bull talismans just because, I'm not farming those right now. I did get all the special summoning tickets. I did get the raid up summoning tickets. And I did get the 5 legendary memory mastery stones. I said that backwards, but that's okay. And then I actually did pull a lot of these Genesis stones in the Horn of Ascensions, because that's crafting material. That's useful. I see a use for that. What I did not go for was this, because once I calculated out how many battles I would have to fight in order to get 200,000 currency, which, let me just run it here. So the team I was running for stage 10 of the hard mode of this event dungeon awarded me 3,030 currency. So 200,000 divided by 30, and that's a 3 pull, a 3 run. So I would have had to do 66 runs. So 66 runs at how much currency does it cost to do a 3 pop of this baby? 45. So times 45. That's 3,000 stamina. 3,000 stamina for me to get that selector ticket, which in my opinion was not worth it. So I did not go for it. So this event's ongoing for another week though. If you really want to spend that much stamina, then by all means go for it. But I still think that the raid up summons, the legendary memory stones, the talismans, maybe really just these 2 are the main ones that you probably want to go for, And if you got a million stamina chests in your inventory, then fine, go for it. But not a whole lot of really, really, really good stuff out of this event this time, which historically they've given us a lot of good stuff. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is the week that was. Given where we are in the season, we are ending very, very quickly. As of tomorrow, we are ending the season content cycle. What does that mean? Specifically for the clan content. So for the clan raid, I'm just going to show you guys. Doesn't matter. There is 1 day left to do this. So, or 1 day and 6 hours left until clan raid goes into, it's complete, the season's over, and then we go on to a week of nothing. A week of them just calculating the numbers, even though we get all of the rewards after it closes out in a day and 6 hours. So my guild, as you see, I ranked 7th in my clan. And right now we are sitting in 18th. But all season, up until recently, we were sitting in around, we kind of went up and down from 1st to 3rd around with, you can see them because we're all grouped together. These guys right here that are in 13th. And then there's Revolution here, Celestials there, and Darkness there. We're all tightly grouped, but we're all kind of tightly grouped down around that upper teens. Because all of these guilds that are now ranked 1st, 2nd through to like 15th, they're all done. They've all completed this thing. They're all just sitting. Whereas if you've done clan raid properly, you've been stalling for the last 2 weeks. Right here, you've been stalling because that's the tactic. You want to leave all the bosses up, take them down to under 10%, stall, and then have your people with C8 Gawain come in and nuke the boss. That's how you get maximum points. So it's going to be really close, really close on Wednesday or tomorrow night, Tuesday night. It's going to be really close to see which guild wins first spot of clan raid for season whatever this is, 6, 5, I don't know. And then Clan Wars done as well. So now Clan Wars is already done. The league is done. So a league is 3 seasons long. You see right here, League 1 Season 3 period. It is now over, and now we have to wait basically 9 days for them to give us the last reward, which is this one right here. Season rewards have all gone out. War rewards have all gone out. We're just waiting for this. My guild, or my clan, Revolution, we came in 2nd in the league, which is good considering that we were on such a deficit after the 1st season. We don't get a selector, but we get this frame, so that's kind of cool. I'm gonna like putting that frame on, I guess. But we have to wait 9 days to get these rewards. The Lego memory stones, that's nice as well. You can see if we go into rank info for the season, we got 1st in the season. But for the league, we got 2nd. Now, why did we get 2nd? So we did not lose a single fight. The entire league. And first of all, kudos to Darkness. Kudos to Celestials. Kudos to my Russian friends. Kudos to Super Troopers for everyone making in the top 5. I know, I'm pretty sure Celestials did not lose a match. I know Revolution did not lose a match. I don't think my Russian friends lost a match. Darkness lost to the Russians in the final week of the last season. It was a very good fight. It was a very good fight, but Darkness did lose. Why did they get 1st in the league? It's because they got better matchmaking in the 1st season. Whereas my guild got 107th in the 1st season overall because we never faced a board that had anybody to fight on it, so we couldn't get any points. But that has all been fixed, so going forward in the next league, it'll be a completely fair, or more fair, scoring system. So we're coming for you, Darkness. Looking to you, B. So, although, again, grats to Darkness for taking 1st in the league. All right. So, that's kind of cool, though. 2nd in that. It seems like my clan is forever 2nd. We're 2nd to Darkness in Clan War, and we've been 2nd to the Russians in Clan Raid, I think, for the last 2 seasons. So we might get 1st this season, though. We'll see. So this content is all done, and that's why I say we're going into the dead week now, because as of after tomorrow night at Reset, there's nothing to do other than Forbidden Dungeon hard mode, which we'll talk about right now. So looking at all the content, I've completed all the content. None of this content is challenging to me anymore, looking at my account. But Forbidden Dungeon, for normal, I am going to go back and try to get this done in 1 or 2 turns, even though I don't really care. Like I'm sitting at 3rd in this one in the weekly. Yeah, I don't really care. So in hard, though, like just like last week, I basically stopped trying at 35. I've just been farming 34 because I couldn't be bothered. I'm just basically farming my 2 dust a day. I haven't pushed for basically since the first week of this season. Season 6, that's what we're in. I could say that I'm going to, but I'm probably not. I'm probably not. Look at this guy, did it in 118 turns. Kudos to you, bud. Just barely half an hour. Wow. Half an hour to get that done. Which is really just 10 minutes. Because he's probably running at 3 times speed. So that's where I'm at Forbidden Dungeon. We have another week to go on this one, though. So this one does go right to the wire, thank God. You know, you could imagine if they gave us a week-long settlement period for Forbidden Dungeon hard mode. That would just be stupid. Then there would be truly nothing to do. So maybe next week when I don't have Clan Raid, I don't got Clan Wars, maybe then I'll finally sit down and use the extra time, and I'll try to push a little further in this, even though I don't really care. All right. So that's what has been going on in the game this week. Next week, you guys know what's coming? Nothing. Nothing's coming next week. Next week is the dead week. We're going to get some events, right? We're going to get some weekly events, but they're not going to matter. They're really not. So everybody is just going to be kind of stuck sitting on their butts, twiddling their thumbs, wondering, should I really continue to play this game? And I think that's kind of why sentiment is turned back negative. Because if we talk about the Coliseum, you know, there's my defensive team. I did purchase his Fire Relic, even though Frost may be better. Both are good. Even Wind is good. But that's my team, right? Just the typical, we're just bringing in all the meta heroes. On defense, Gwen is just awesome because then you can't use Arduin against them, right? You can't CC them. If we look at this, you know, defense success, defense failure, defense success, defense success, defense success, defense failure. So I'm kind of just stuck hovering around this just under Master 3. And I tried really hard. Like, look, here's a team that doesn't have Gilroy. But this is a Kimchi person, you know, they are running Wind and a Fire series. Fire series is kind of become a lot more important. Let's try. So since they're running Wind, I'm going to stick with a Fire Anya. And this is kind of how I've been doing. I sat here for like hours playing Arena. Just trying to find a team that would work like on auto so I could run my macro. But there's so many variations in teams, it's kind of hard to do that. Now, given this is a Wind series, I kind of want to switch over to my Wind weapon, which both weapons are pretty much maxed out for me. But if I bring in my Fire, then series is going to hit less hard. So let's just try this. I'll show you guys kind of like what I've been doing, how I've been going about this. So let's... Did my game just sell? No. So let's target that series first, okay? Let's target. And I'm just going to run it on auto because... Actually, that's kind of nice. That's actually really kind of nice. And this is with the Gilroy team. So yeah, Anya's gonna go. She's gonna whack me. Whack, 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 whack. Yes. But now they're okay. If their series would have got a turn, they could have killed my Brennan. In fact, that didn't really hurt that much. So let's just get rid of this series. Boom, boom, boom. Now she's gonna kill her. Oh, almost killed her. You almost got killed by your own Nika there, buddy. Yeah, she's going to attack again, and then... Oh, you killed my Gilroy. That sucks. Okay. So that kind of sucks that they killed my Gilroy. So I'm probably not going to beat this now, because I really like the Gilroy-Brennan interaction with killing Nika. So let's just see what we can do. Let's see if we can take out Nika, which Usually if it gets down to this part, if I lose my DPS, it's kind of a loss. Because Nika... Oh. Well, where did Anya go? That's kind of crazy. The thing is now I'm going to need to Anya to do some damage. So we'll flip up that. So if I could have been left with Gilroy and Brennan, those two can take down a Frost Nika fairly easily. But usually she's built to go so freaking fast that the heal block falls off. She'll take 2 turns to my heroes. Didn't land nothing, so then she's just gonna keep healing. And yeah, I don't think I got the deeps now to get through this team. See there, so then she takes a turn and then all that healing immunity just falls off. So. Yeah, and no damage. So this is kind of what PvP has devolved into. See, she took a turn, now all that anti-healing fell off, and then she's going to get another turn before I can get another turn by Brendan. So she's just going to keep healing herself up. Whereas if I had Gilroy, then I could push, I could extend those, etc., etc., etc. You know, is what it is. So let's just forfeit this. It looked promising though. So this is, what's my point? Oh, James. Okay, here's a person that's in my cluster. Let's do a fight against James. Still running Flame Series as well. But you know, we were all so excited about him, and now it almost feels like no one cares anymore because it's just such a slog. It's just, Arena has become just such a slog. Brendan is great. Excellent unit. Ooh, I really like seeing that, them, hurt themselves. Oh, wait. I gotta make sure. I don't want my Anya using her attack. I want her counter-attacking. So, Gilroy... Once you got all this stuff on your team, they can actually hit, you know, Gilroy can hit kind of hard. Uh-oh. But now we got to reflect. So I'm hurting myself. I'm still gonna fight into that reflect though, just because. So there we go. We got some healing immunity on her. Like, Gilroy with Brendan is actually really good. I actually like Gilroy with Brendan. Which is sad, funny to say. Because he was forever locked in the dungeon, right? And now Sneak is going to kill her, which is kind of fun to watch. Okay, so now let's see if we're stuck with Gilroy and Brennan. Let's see if they can get through Nika, or if their Anya is just going to kill him. Hit him back. There we go. Alright, let's lay into her, guys. Let's have some fun. Uh-oh. And now we're going to hit into that. See, like, that was a big hit. Like, that was actually a really nice hit onto that Nika. That's why I like the... Oh, is he gone? No, he's not gone yet. Oh, it's so good. Okay. Now... Oh, no. No, we lost him. Alright, now we're playing the game of can we actually kill their Guinevere? Which we can, you know. So I'm just going to focus on Guinevere and, yeah, hope that she does stuff like that. But then I don't counterattack. And these fights, you can see we have a very, very, you know, we have a good chance of timing out. I don't want to hit into that Anya, though. I'll let her hit me. Hit him back. And then now she's... Oh. Now I can kill her. fact, let's switch this to do... Oh, I did have her set to attack. Okay. Alright. So, now the question becomes, are we going to get through this fight? And I think I'm going to... Oh. I'm going to do this. Kill her, please. Alright, we got 40 seconds. And we're not going to win this, because that 40 seconds is going to disappear, and we're going to lose. And this, my friends, is what Arena has devolved into. Yes, I know. People are like, oh, you should be running Flame Series. Oh, you should be running this. Oh, you should be running this. Oh, maybe you should be running this. I know. There's so many different variations of what you can do. But I don't think any of it's very fun. So, let's look at my account. What have I done to my account? What have I done to my account? Mainly, what I've done is I've worked on my Gilroy and my Brennan. So Brennan is at C5. You see he's got both the relics up and running. This one I'm still working on. I'm trying to get this this S2 maxed out. I've already got the S2 and the S3 maxed out on that one. Equipment, I know he's running on this one. You know, I'm trying to build the counterattack set for him. But obviously I have no good pieces. I got no materials to build out this belt. Nor have I been lucky. You see, I've been trying to farm a belt, but I've been unlucky trying to do it. Or I've been trying to craft a belt. Can't do it, because you need that effect accuracy on it. So, although this is 6-star, 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 this side's all good. This side sucks. And, you know, okay, crit rate, because you want them a high crit rate. So I got a decent banner. I got an okay orb, but all these pieces suck. These pieces suck. But I'm trying to build them out in that counterattack crit rate build for Arena, which I've seen some good things. So that is what I've kind of been working on these last 3-4 days. I did get my Gilroy up a lot higher. Of course, I would like another effect accuracy belt for him there as well. He's running a damage set. You know, you can run him in Ascension set. It's probably better, but then keep in mind he's going to hurt himself on his S2, which he's not going to do that much anyway. If you're running him with Nika, he's going to be mainly running his S3. But I have been putting some development into my my Gilroy to try to get him up there for that Arena team, because I like using him on my Arena. And other than that, I really haven't done anything. I got my Jillian up to C10. I think, yeah, that's about it. I don't think I've done any other chivalries. I got my Claudius up to C10 as well. So I got these two to C10. I think I got one more on my Merlin and one more on my Lancelot. Other than that, it's all been about these two guys. I kind of, you know, it's kind of cool. I hope the next support is also very mutant-like, I guess you can say, because I like kind of like the mutated things. I don't think there are any other really mutated looking heroes like this, like Cromcrotch heroes in the game. I know there still is Reese is one of the heroes that is in the story. I don't know if he fits this aesthetic, but we'll see. I hope they give us a brand new support, though, that has this kind of aesthetic as well. And I was working on my this guy's Fire Relic, but he's going to take a back seat until I get my Brennan Fire Relic maxed out. And ladies and gentlemen, that's about it. We're going to wrap it up right there since I've been talking for 40 minutes. Okay. All right, so back to work tomorrow. Like I said, we're entering the dead week for King Arthur Legends Rise. Tell me what you think down in the comment section below. If we're going to go for a word of the day, like I said, look around the desk. What do I got here? I got this like little like toy locket that my kid made me when she was really, really little. You know, she's got her face in it from when she was like 1. So the word of the day, safe word of the day is going to be locket. There you go. That's a new one. We can use that. Locket. Put that down in the comment section. I'll see that you made it through 40 minutes of me rambling on. I really do want to hear each and every one of your thoughts on the state of the game currently. You know, is it saved? You know, I said that when I did my deep dive video in behind the numbers of Netmarble and King Arthur Legends Rise, that at the end of April I am going to go back to Sensor Tower and get a view of what, if the game has increased its downloads, increased its revenue. Because really, at the end of the day, content aside, if the player base keeps dropping, if the revenue keeps dropping, they will just put this game in maintenance mode. Does that mean the game is shutting down tomorrow? No. That just means if you still like it, you still like to play it, if this is your game to play, then continue on playing it. I'm just saying, if they don't see an uptick in players, in revenue, they will just put this game into maintenance mode. It will continue on until it is just costing them too much money each month, and then they'll EOS it. But until then, it'll just continue on as is. We do have the roadmap. There is content coming. Will that bring players back? Usually no. Once a game has lost its luster and has lost all of its whales, we might get some new, like, sporadic whales, you know, some lone sharks coming into the fray, but it's never going to be what it once was. So tell me your thoughts of the state of the game in the comment section below. Lock it in there as well. I will heart your comment. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking for... Oh, one thing about Clan v Clan. Okay, so I saved this video. I wanted to show you, because this fight was the most fun I've probably had in Clan v Clan this whole league. So, check it out. So I understand what they were trying to do. They were running Surges with a Wind Cloudus, trying to just keep me TM locked, because the S3 on Cloudus pushes back turn meter. But you can, if you're smart, you can make some really interesting teams. Like, if this team is just reliant on just getting enough turns and pushing back my turn meter and not letting me do something, I'm going to put in a counter-attacking unit, like Arduin. And I'm putting in Boars, because what Boars does is he increases, you see the buff on Arduin, he increases her counter-attack damage. And they're just hitting us, and we're just counter-attacking, just chipping away, and I love the sound effects that Arduin makes. Just rabbiting everybody. Like, it's hilarious to watch. I had to record this for this video, because I was just giggling this entire fight. Boom, boom, boom. Just bunny, 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 dead. Bunny, 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 dead. Oh, so there it is. All right. Best part for me about Clan Wars this whole season. And yes, that was my team. Hope you enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. There is some joy to be had with this game still. Till next time, everybody. Cheers, peace. Bye-bye.